And some newspapers even mocked him for saying that.
Yes, Master.
So these two serious crimes, how can they forgive him?
Yes,
I
Master.
understand.
He dared to go against the big corporations like the meat industry.
All right. Yes,
Yes,
Master.
He dared to go against Russia and support democracy and giving as much as possible protection to the Ukrainian people and their country.
Oh, yes, Master.
These two crimes, I don't know if they can ever pardon him.
Yes, Master.
But if I were him, I would not quit. He should continue to serve his country, even if it is hard work. Call all the colleagues to come back and fire that guy only, the one and only.
Right. Yes,
Yes, Master.
Master.
And make it up again and apologize for the party, whatever party that was.
Yes, Master.
Man, they're working in the same office. How can they not come? They often have to go to him and do some work anyway.
Yes, Master.
So if his birthday, they would just come.
Yes, Master.
And maybe they bring their own Coca-Cola or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, because he didn't intend to make any party, so probably didn't have much, just a cake that somebody innocently or sincerely gave to him.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, poor guy. I would not resign if I were him. Tell him to walk back.
Yes.
Because he's good for England and good for the world as well, good for democracy.
Yes, for sure.
Yes, true, Master.
His Excellency Boris Johnson's domestic achievements. National Health Service England's workforce has added 25,000 nurses since 2019. Over 13,500 police officers have been hired in England and Wales as of March 2022. The Police, Crime, Sentencing and Courts Act 2022, among other measures, ends the automatic early release of offenders deemed to be a danger to the public. In 2022, the government instituted the largest single personal tax reduction in a decade, a tax cut worth £6 billion for 30 million workers across the country, with 2.2 million citizens lifted out of paying personal tax altogether. As part of a £37 billion government package, over 8 million low-income households will receive at least £1,200 in 2022 to ease cost of living issues. The Prime Minister launched a new mortgage program to aid first-time home buyers that vastly reduces the needed deposit and could create 2 million new homeowners. Various animal people protection laws have been implemented, including the Animal Welfare Sentient Act 2022. His national food strategy will require schools, prisons and hospitals to offer a vegan meal option. Mr. Johnson introduced plans to end the sale of gasoline-powered vehicles and add 4 times current offshore wind power capacity by 2030 and committed to lessen the UK's carbon emissions by 78% by 2035.
His Excellency Boris Johnson's international achievements. The Prime Minister secured a Brexit agreement with the European Union. Mr. Johnson signed trade deals with Australia, New Zealand and Turkey. He has vocally supported Ukraine and championed President Zelensky on the world stage after Russia's invasion. His government is providing military, humanitarian and economic support of £3.8 billion to Ukraine in 2022. The UK's military aid to Ukraine will purchase, among other things, sophisticated air defence systems, uncrewed aerial vehicles, innovative new electronic warfare equipment and vital items needed by Ukrainian soldiers. The UK is offering a comprehensive new training program to the Ukrainian armed forces. Approximately 3,000 British soldiers have been sent to Estonia to defend the nation from a possible Russian attack. Mr. Johnson introduced plans to end the UK's import of Russian oil and coal by the end of 2022, and his government is banning the export of certain goods to and new investments in Russia. He has offered up to 3 million Hong Kong residents the chance to settle in the UK and ultimately apply for citizenship.
Mr. Johnson is not only good for England, but good for the world.
Yes, Master.
He's one of the members of the positive force.
Yes.
Right. And concerning if some of his colleagues quit, then he can just ask them to come back. If they quit, ask them to come back.
Yes, Master.
Explain and apologize. Ask them to come back. And if they don't come back, then just hire new ones.
Yes, that's right.
They may be better.
Yes, Master.
They may be better. Yeah. Because if some people don't have enough intelligence and understanding, then maybe just hire someone else. That's it.
Understand.
I would if I were him.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
I hope he will rethink it.
Hope so. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Oh, man, what a war. But you should know this war is full of negative power and negatively influence people. All right, you happy with my answer?
Yes,
Yes,
thank you very
Master.
much, Master.
You think it's correct or not? You can argue with me if you don't like it.
You're 100% correct,
I
Master.
wish he would stay.
I hope you don't resign. He should stay, but maybe it's too late for me to say anything. I'm not sure.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if he wants to stay also because too much pressure.
Oh,
Yes, Master.
Once they want your seat, they will find anything to kick you where it hurts.
Yes, that's right.
And then personally, behind the curtain, they will one by one take out your colleagues,
Yes.
Right, Master.
murmuring things.
Yes, Master.
Oh, there's a negative power. But I told you a long time ago, I remember. Down in street number 10 has some hell gates,
Oh, right.
hell road.
Yes, Master.
So it's not easy to work there.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
And Johnson was very strong in positive energy,
Yes, Master.
and he is supported by positive energy. He's a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
But like Trump, this war doesn't support good people.
Yes, Master.
They find any excuse, anything at all, or try every way to kick you out.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
I told you already before that the White House and Downing Street, they have these hell roads.
That's
Yes,
right.
Master.
Yeah, okay. What else? Is there anything else from England?
Yes, Master. The Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth, has accepted the new Animal Welfare Sentience Act 2022, which designates animal people as sentient beings. That includes invertebrate animal people, such as octopus and lobster people. So when the legislature creates laws, they have to keep in mind that the animal people are sentient.
Yeah. Bravo, Your Majesty. Bravo.
Yes, Master.
It's good for England, good for the world, and good for Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. Good that she signed it.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Good that she made it into law. That's very, very beautiful. It's good that the Queen also realizes that the animal people are truly sentient beings and really are good for the world. Just suppose someone uses force to take away her treasured dogs or her horses. My God, and she just helplessly stands by and cannot do anything. I think the Queen would understand that feeling.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
So I truly pray that the government of England would carry out her signed compassionate bill and stop all this animal people industry, even the laboratory tests, even cosmetic tests, not just to talk about normal domestic abuse of animal people or in the slaughterhouse or in the animal people raising factory. Please, God, help all of us. Help all the countries to realize that animals, people, are also sentient beings, just like us. They feel everything we feel, and they do help us in many ways that they can. That's why when we see an animal person, even if they're not our pet, just looking from afar, the duck or maybe geese or even a little bird that we don't even know, we feel such a love for them and from them because heaven are with them, inside.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
That's why if we harm them in any way, or worst of all, kill them to eat, then we will be punished individually and or collectively. I know I talk about that many times already, but we can never talk enough about it. But I just hope the government of England will follow her advice. Otherwise, what's the use is saying you protect animal people? And they are sentient beings, they have feelings. Sentient beings include the humans.
Yes,
right,
Master.
We are called sentient beings also. So they're equal to humans. That's why I asked all of you to call them people. Yeah, animal people.
Yes, Master.
All right. Yes, Master.
So what's the use of declaring the law and giving penalties to animal people, abusers, but all the animal people are still killed in the slaughterhouse?
Yes, that's right.
True.
And in a torturous way, in a very inhumane way, so that the meat will come to their table.
Yes,
right,
Master. They still eat meat.
Yeah, if they eat meat, then animal people will continue to be tortured anyway.
That's true.
Yes, that's true. Yes, Master.
Yes.
If somebody drags you out and you know that they're going to kill you, isn't that already mental torture?
Oh, yes, for
definitely.
sure.
And then do all kind of things to make you die.
Yes, Master.
Is that really humane?
No,
it's
not at all.
Is that lawfully protecting the animal people?
No, Master.
No,
Of
Master.
course not.
201 countries and regions have animal people protection laws, including the United Kingdom.
UK Animal People Laws.
The Pet Animals Act 1951, as amended in 1983. This protects the welfare of animal people sold as companions. It requires any person keeping a pet shop to be licensed by the local council.
Animal Boarding Establishments Act 1963. Facilities boarding other cat and dog people companions are to be licensed based upon the suitability of the accommodations and whether the animal persons are well fed, exercised, and protected from disease and fire.
Riding Establishments Act 1964 and 1970. Riding establishments are licensed on the basis of the suitability of the applicant or manager, the accommodation and pasture, adequacy of the provision for the horse person's health, welfare, and exercise, and the facility's precautions against fire and disease.
Wild Mammals Protection Act 1996. The law safeguards wild mammals from certain cruel acts and related actions.
Hunting Act 2004. This prohibits using dog people to chase wild mammals in England and Wales, thus outlawing this practice in activities such as fox, deer, and hare person hunting.
Animal Welfare Act 2006. The Act applies in England and Wales, has various animal people protections, and recognizes vertebrates as sentient beings. Animal person caregivers must provide sufficient food and water, veterinary treatment, a suitable living environment. Those engaged in acts of cruelty may be given a lifetime ban on caring for animal individuals, sentenced up to 5 years in jail, fined up to £20,000. Substantially similar legislation applies in other countries, namely the Animal Health and Welfare Scotland Act 2006 and the Welfare of Animals Act Northern Ireland 2011.
Wild Animals in Circuses Act 2019. This legislation bans the use of wild animal people in circuses in England, with Scotland and Wales having comparable laws that outlaw their exhibition.
The Animal Welfare Service Animals Act 2019. The Act prevents those who attack or injure service animals, like police dog or horse persons, from claiming self-defense.
Animal Welfare Sentencing Act 2021. The maximum prison sentence for animal people cruelty was raised from 6 months to 5 years for some violations of the Animal Welfare Act 2006. Offenders can also receive an unlimited fine.
Animal Welfare Sentience Act 2022. The government must acknowledge the sentience of animal people when creating laws and establish an Animal Sentience Committee to analyze whether any policy may infringe upon the welfare of animals as sentient beings.
So I hope the government of England listens to her advice and just does it rightly.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
No more animal people rising, no more animal people torturing and killing. Any kind at all. Just let them in peace.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
And no more even inseminating the animal people and then taking the kids away from the cow people to get milk. It's the same. It is all torturous actions.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
It's all inhumane. It's not fit for a civilized society.
Yes.
Yes.
And even Prince Charles used to run an organic duchy home farm, but he also reared rare pig people for meat.
Yeah, I know that. They call it organic.
Yes.
I believe that. But he doesn't have it anymore, right?
That's right. That's right. But he is still operating the newer Sandringham farm, and it's also organic. He grows a diverse range of crops, but he has sheep people on the land to have lamb meat. He also rents the farm to tenant farmers and also lets out the land to businesses that deal with pig people and poultry.
And he has lambs and pig people and all that still?
Yes, yes.
You don't know Prince Charles loves to eat lamb?
Yes, Master.
He's famous. He loves meat, lamb, for example.
Yes, Master.
Lamb. But he also reduced a little bit of meat nowadays. He says something like 1 day a week or 2 days a week, no meat.
Oh.
Well, I hope he just make it 7 days a week.
Yes,
Master.
Why 2 days? Huh? And if he doesn't have a farm officially, but he still has lambs and pig people and eats from that, then what's the use?
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Just like putting the blame on someone else only.
Yes, Master.
Right, Master.
The problem is that most governments and leaders don't walk the talk they should.
Right, Master.
Because if they don't, then people have no respect for them. And it's very difficult to rule or to have even foreign diplomacy without respect.
Yes,
That's
Master.
Right, Master.
If you walk the talk, people have more respect for you and you do things in a better way.
Yes.
It will have more success, better, smoother. The path you walk, the way you do things will be smoother, more peaceful, and more successful.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
But I think we have talked about this some other time already. I said that people, the lawmakers, they signed the law bills saying you have to protect animal people, cannot make them suffer, cannot make them fear, cannot make them uncomfortable in any way. But, they are chaining animal people next to their crates.
Right, Master.
Or the crate is just as big as their body.
Yes.
Yes.
My God. Even humans, the worst criminals, if they have a solitary cell, is not that small.
That's right.
Master.
These pig people, you can see it on our Supreme Master television. Sometimes they show the crates of the pig people. It's just as big as their body, that's it.
Yes, Master. No room
Horrible.
to move or turn around.
No, nothing.
Yes.
They're just laying in there.
Yes, Master.
And some don't have crates, but squeezed together and sleeping on urine and their own feces. And how people will even eat that, I don't know.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Yuck.
That's
Yes. It's terrible.
If you know about that, you wouldn't want to eat it.
no, not at
No.
all.
How can there be any hygiene there?
No.
If you soak yourself in urine and feces, would you like that?
No, Master.
Even soak the pig or the animal people all day long, 24/7 in feces and urine. Sometimes they wash them off, but then it is new. Then again, same.
Yes, Master.
Every day like that. And they are eating this urine-soaked and feces-soaked meat.
Yes.
Yes.
Our footage also shows numerous potential food safety issues, such as animals with prolapsed organs being processed for food, as well as countless pig carcasses riddled with pus-filled abscesses and covered in feces.
Oh, my God. No wonder they cannot do anything good. Not much.
Yes,
Right,
Master. Sometimes the pig people have piglets and there's no room and they will end up laying on top of the piglets and killing them.
Yeah, I know. They can't even feed them.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
And laying in field and feeding the piglets. And they eat the piglets too.
Yes.
Sometimes they eat the piglets instead of the big ones because they think it's more tender or whatever.
Yes, Master.
My God. What kind of people are eating fields like that?
Mm.
And still call themselves humans and humane humans. God, I'm too lazy to talk about all this. If it was not for my compassion for these poor, helpless animal people, I wouldn't want to do anything anymore. I wouldn't even want to talk to any humans anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Master.
Mm-hmm. And I wouldn't even do any Supreme Master television anymore.
Yes, Master.
It seems like helpless, hopeless. Okay, any more questions? Anything else you want to tell me?
That's all we have, Master.
That's good then. That's enough for now.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Everything else is also no good anyway. The whole world, if you read the news, there's not much good in it.
Not at all,
right,
Master.
Okay then, you go take a rest or continue doing whatever. I still have a lot of work. Okay, huh?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Talk to you next time. God love.
Yes,
Oh,
Master. Thank you
thank
for
you,
calling
thank you.
us, Master.
Most benevolent Master, our deep thankfulness for reminding us of the righteous actions we all must take and supporting those working for the positive power, explaining why they should not retreat when challenged by the negative. We hope and pray His Excellency Boris Johnson rethinks his decision and continues his good governance of the United Kingdom for the benefit of his country and the world. May the UK quickly become more animal people friendly by following its already established laws and replacing all brutal activities against them by promoting the benevolent vegan lifestyle. Wishing Compassionate Master peace and safety forever in the loving protection of all magnificent heavens.